guys, it's the end of March, so let's recap what all went down in my life this month. Last month was really horrible with going through my miscarriage, so by default this month was better, but still not great. But yeah, let's get to talking about it. Starting off, I'm just going to recap all of my content and work that I did, and then we'll move on to like the personal portion of the video, and it's just an easier transition that way. So work, I skipped uploading on the hub last month, but this month I did do a new video. It's using my Satisfyer Air Pulse toy, and it's just a casual video of me enjoying myself. And yeah, that was it, just my one upload a month. But I'm kind of hoping to do another video with my boyfriend soon. I don't know. Just because it's been a while since we've done one together. So I'm not sure if that's happening next month or what, but be on the lookout for that in the future. I wish I was able to do more like themed videos and stuff lately, because I always have so much fun doing that when like holidays and stuff come around, but thankfully I was able to at least squeeze in March 14th, Steak and BJ Day, by uploading a fantastic Forever For Your Pleasure podcast episode about it. And I know I've been mentioning it a lot recently, but I've still been posting a ton of new items to Sweeky. My sale prices are still going, and I'm really just trying to clear all my stuff out. I have panties uploaded, of course, but also shoes and bras, lingerie sets, socks, bathing suits, tights, and more. And I've just been having a lot of fun fulfilling all my orders recently, so everyone, please keep on buying. Content on here this month, I shared some adult store stories, and yes, I still have more of those saved up, but I am figuring out how to wrap up that little series soon, so that'll be exciting. Stay tuned so you don't miss out on that. I'll still have the playlist and everything though, so you can go through and watch them all in order and everything. There's not really an order, you know, it's just random stories, but the series will be complete, you know what I mean. I showed off my MetaZoo card collection, all of my holo and reverse holo cards, and that was really, really fun. I honestly wasn't sure if that video was going to get many views, but I really liked collecting the cards, and I just had to show them off. And I actually have some pack unboxing videos that I'll be uploading soon too, so I'm excited about those too. I had a video set to premiere on here, so I don't know if anyone was getting kind of excited about that or if you saw that or noticed, but I'd been asked so many times about how to join the adult industry, and I finally made a video giving just as much information as I possibly could. And it's kind of tricky because there's no real right or wrong answers, and everyone's situation is just so different. But that's why I almost wanted to make more of a preparation video to make sure the career is right for you. And just the amount of thinking things through that's necessary to get off to a great start doing this job. So I really do hope it was helpful in a way, I guess. And I mean, always feel free to comment if you need any personal advice or anything like that. I'm more than happy to help out. And finally, my last video on here this month, aside from this one, of course, I did another sort of like update following my miscarriage. And I would recommend that you watch that video if you want like the full month update, just because that was obviously a really big part of my month and of my life. But yeah, so I would recommend watching that. But the whole situation has just been really hard, and I've been struggling lately. And I didn't exactly receive the news that I wanted to hear. So I've been working through that along with a lot of other trauma that's been triggered, and it's tough, but each day is slowly getting better though. I've been trying to spend some more time hanging out with friends and family and not isolate myself this month. And seeing my little niece and nephew again after losing my pregnancy was really difficult. But I've got so much love for them, and I just can't wait to give them a little friend someday, so. Everyone's been so caring and supportive of me, and I'm so thankful for that. I never could have expected to go through this or how hard it would actually be. And I actually wanted to mention here that I've had a lot of people reaching out to me over DM and telling me their stories and that I'm not alone, and that was completely unexpected and just really kind of everyone who did that. So thank you guys so much for showing me that that care. I signed up for a yoga class, and overall I think it's such a good, healthy choice for me, and I think it'll really help me get through everything that I'm going through. Just being surrounded by a strong, uplifting group of women who just understood, you know, and I really look forward to this upcoming classes for sure. The place that hosts the classes is actually like a naturopathy clinic, and while I was there, I grabbed a pamphlet just out of curiosity, right? And it turns out that they actually do like trauma therapy and stuff like that there. And personally, I want to avoid medication as long as I'm able to, but I do know that I have to put in that extra work to heal. But if that's not a sign from the universe, I don't know what is. So I might check that out. I don't know. Might be a good next move for me. I've been trying to keep myself pretty occupied and busy, and was busting my butt with work this month, but also just like random chores and stuff too. And keeping myself busy helps keep my mind off of things a little bit. And now that I've got energy again, I'm trying to really make the most out of it. I've gotten rid of so much junk, small stuff like going through tons of random clutter that we have, and big stuff like even getting rid of a whole bed. I am actually so happy to have my classic futon back instead of the bed. It's honestly just so much easier to work with. I love it so much. But also just in general though, making some progress on our apartment and developing it into something that we like a little bit more. I probably won't be doing like any apartment tours or anything crazy like that, because we're not like going too crazy with it. It's just like little things that we're changing, but I will definitely keep you guys updated anyway, just because it's really fun and it keeps me kind of occupied, and it's like a little distraction hobby, I guess. Hopefully get some fresh paint in our hallway, maybe a new couch. We need to rehang our blinds, as one of them just totally fell out of the wall the other day. And of course that happened on one of those like weird winter days where the sun is just scorching and heat is still on inside of buildings because it's winter and it's cold. But it's like a sauna inside. And then also one of our fans broke on that same day, so it was just like horrible. I felt like I'd been boiling alive, but thankfully it was only just like the one day that was really bad. But the poor guinea pigs, they were like melting. They were like flat into their little bedding, and it was so cute, but I felt so bad. But I was worried, so I gave them little water dishes, and I also tucked in little ice packs, and they were like cuddled up against them, and it was so cute. They were definitely cool enough. They were fine. They're so spoiled. And even my cats, they've been so demanding. They always are, but I swear it's worse than ever. But I don't know, I kind of want to do like a random pet toys and treats haul video or something. That's so random, but I think it would be kind of fun, and I've been considering it lately, so I don't know. I'm gonna be spending the money on them anyway, so I might as well make it like a fun little video, right? That's at least what I'm thinking. I don't know. We'll see. On the same topic of keeping myself occupied and busy and working and cleaning a crap ton, let's throw in cooking too. My boyfriend always wants cookies, so cookies he gets, of course. So I've started keeping dough in the freezer just at all times, and it's super convenient. I definitely recommend it if you're a cookie fiend. I also make bread for the first time ever too, and bread has always been really intimidating to me for some reason, but I knew I wanted to do it, but I was scared. But I finally made the leap, and I did the easiest thing. I made focaccia, and it turned out so good. And I used my homegrown rosemary, and it was just too good. It was too delicious. So now I plan on making bread all the time. This is gonna spiral into a whole new hobby, I think, a whole new personality trait. But I was really proud of myself. And because I just said that that was my homegrown rosemary that I'm very proud of, thank you very much, that I used for my focaccia, I wanted to give a little plants update too, because it's been a while, I think. I don't know if I updated last time, but I got rid of my hydroponics garden again because it just stopped working again. I don't know. It's just, I have bad luck with it. It doesn't seem to work for me, which is unfortunate because I really want it to. But I actually got rid of a bunch of my plants in the window as well because they'd all died over the winter. But it's kind of nice to have a big open windowsill again and have room to think about what I want to grow next. And my regular houseplants have definitely been enjoying some of the extra sun as well. But I'm thinking I might try and germinate a bunch of seeds soon and see if I can have any better luck than I had over the winter. Hopefully, we'll see, I don't know. I'll update you guys about that too, of course. I already have a bunch of plans in the summer to go up to our property up north, and I'm gonna do so much gardening. We're gonna plant a ton of trees, and I'm so excited. It's gonna be really therapeutic for me, I think, in a way. And I just love spending time in nature and doing stuff like that. It'll be really nice. And I had a baking day with my baker dad again. And we made these like dessert squares, and they are just so good. They are a crowd favorite. Everyone who's tried them has loved them. And I think they're originally called chess pie, but my parents created like their own variation of it, and it is like phenomenal. And it's not so fun when you learn how much just pure butter and sugar go into it. It kind of makes you second guess yourself when you're eating it a little bit, but it's so good, and I'm really excited to have learned that recipe now as a little treat, probably for around like Christmas and stuff like that. It's very, very sweet, but it's so good. But now that I've done all the occupying myself and keeping myself busy, at the end of the day, I'm still struggling. I've always been a really strong advocate for appreciating the little things in life and keeping a positive attitude, and I can definitely say that I'm doing that to the best of my abilities right now. I've been just extremely triggered and mentally have been on a roller coaster that I could not get off of. I was definitely in shock last month because everything was just happening so quickly. And this month I have done so much overthinking and dissociating and crying, and I just don't even know what else to even do, because I've been through trauma in life already. This has been, I feel like, even more complicated. First, I had to work through just the pure helpless, unpredictable emotion, but then I had some sort of like breakthrough or something. I don't know. I might be losing my mind. It hurt so much more and was so incredibly triggering when I lost my baby, because it felt like I lost even more than that somehow. It really felt like I had lost all of my hope, and I think part of that is because for the longest time, through all the other bad shit in my life, I would dream and dream and dream about having a family and a happy future, and I don't know, living in a nice big house and whatever, which, yeah, that's normal. That's all normal. But for me, I think it was an escapist fantasy from what I had been living through, and also a way for me to hurt myself thinking I would never get to have it. So when I really thought that all my dreams were finally coming true and then everything started going wrong, it really felt like my life was over. Like, I'm not trying to be melodramatic, I'm just trying to be completely vulnerable and honest right now. And, you know, it still kind of does feel like that. But that's what I'm working through, you know, that's what I'm working through. Like, you know, obviously I still want to have those things and I want to have a happy future and everything, but I think I can't put myself in the position again thinking that that's the only way I'll get to be happy, and if it fails I'll die. If that makes sense, I don't know. I need to be able to find happiness whatever happens in life, because shit's unpredictable. You know, there's no way I could have predicted this happening, and it's horrible, and I've always had issues with control, but this has truly opened my eyes more than anything else, that I think I need to actually live my life and be in the moment, and I hope the universe will make the right things happen when they're meant to happen. I've always been so stubborn and impatient, and I swear the universe always teaches me lessons the hard way. But I don't know. I just wanted to be transparent about how mentally exhausted I am going through all of this, and that it just simply isn't talked about enough. The fact that everything I've been through is common but rarely talked about, and I feel like I'm going insane, is insane, you know? Like, it's... I can't imagine doing this alone without any support. And I've been through stuff alone before, and this, I can't imagine it. So even though I feel like I'm kind of stuck going through hell, it's kind of funny. So Lana Del Rey, she's always been my favorite artist, and I'm obsessed with all her music, released and unreleased. And she just came out with her new album. And yeah, of course, obviously I've been listening to that, and I'm obsessed with it. Thank you. Perfect timing, Lana. Love you. But more importantly, actually, I have been listening to a lot of her old unreleased songs again that I haven't listened to since years ago in high school, when they originally got me through some of the horrible, horrible shit that I went through. So, I don't know, it's like triggering in like a nice way? I don't know, like comforting, you know what I mean? So, that's me just appreciating the little things still, I guess. I've got some good music getting me through, so. You want to know how I'm doing really bad? Well, I've been using Tumblr again. And I only use Tumblr when I'm like really, really triggered, and it's actually probably where most of my mental illness originally developed. But it feels comforting. You know, I feel like my Tumblr is like a deep, dark, vulnerable part of me that holds on to all of my trauma, and I can just go on there and just, that's my safe space to be hurt. You know what I mean, if that makes more sense? And I'm not trying to say that to be like stupid or edgy or anything. Like, I'm not telling anyone what it is for a reason, but I don't know. It's just weird how you find yourself gravitating back towards things like that. It's been hard for me to kind of avoid self-destruction, but thankfully my boyfriend's really, really great. He's been so supportive, and everyone else supporting me too. So, just trying to make good decisions so I don't extra traumatize myself this time. I've been pretty upfront about smoking weed too, though. I've been smoking a lot. I say I want to cut back, but honestly, I don't know if I actually care that much right now, because it helps, you know, and I really just feel like I've got bigger problems to deal with than smoking a little bit too much weed. But I don't know, I'd rather smoke a joint than go out and do some crazy reckless shit. Like I said, like, it's the self-destruction, we're managing it. I also had gotten super drunk, which I like never usually do, and we ordered pizza from a place we never tried before, and it was really good actually. But then because I was too drunk and really not used to drinking, I ended up throwing up. And even though that part obviously wasn't the most fun, I ended up having a good night, just breaking away from like what my normal is anyway, you know? And I definitely won't be making a habit out of regular drinking. That's not for me, for sure. But it was kind of a nice form of like harm reduction, having my boyfriend babysit me for the night and just let me get shit-faced. But I also just wanted to mention how much I appreciate my relationship with my mother-in-law, because she's been really going out of her way to make sure that we're okay through everything. So shout out. It's not like she's watching this, but shout out to her. But so yeah, that was this month. I can't tell if this video accurately portrays how I feel lately very well. I really am struggling. I know I'm laughing, but like I said, each day's slowly getting better. You know, I'm not hopeless anymore, so I think that's the biggest thing, right? But it doesn't make things easy. I'm just gonna continue appreciating the little things and get therapy. I wish I could explain things better, but I really don't think it's even possible. I've got too many thoughts in my head at once, but maybe next month will make more sense. I'm looking forward to nicer weather and being able to go outside and do things again, for sure. I think it'll really help. But maybe next month will be better, happier. I'll see you guys in April.